Fatal Island Part 1 – The Crash. You're jolted awake by a thunderous rattling noise. It takes you a minute to realize where you are. You're in a 747 airplane on your way to New York City. You look around at the people next to you as the turbulence continues. A larger man on your right is miraculously still asleep, his double chin resting on his chest, providing some extra padding. The girl on your left grips the arm of her chair. Her whole body tenses, probably her first plane ride. You settle back in your seat, waiting for the turbulence to end. Finally, the plane stops rattling. You hear the girl sigh, relieved but still anxious. See, you think as you begin to doze off again, we're fine. Boom, your eyes flare open and you jump up in your seat. The whole plane rattles uncontrollably and you begin to panic. No plane is meant to withstand this kind of turbulence. The lights begin to flicker as a loud alarm begins to blare. The man next to you has finally woken up. He looks around in terror and surprise, shouting, "What happened? What's going on?" You can barely hear him over the sound of the plane breaking apart. The girl on your left gasps for air and squirms around in her chair, consumed by fear. Suddenly, the sounds of panic are replaced by the sound of wind rushing into your ears. You manage to crane your neck and look past the seat in front of you. You see that the front end of the plane is completely gone. You gasp for air as your head is thrown against your seat. The mask comes down from the overhead compartment. The man next to you fumbles for his and manages to slip it onto his face. You look at the girl next to you and realize that there is no way she will be able to think straight and put her own on. You realize you have to choose who to help first. Put her mask on and then yours? Or put your mask on first and then hers? We choose put your mask on first and then hers. Your vision begins to fade as you snatch the mask from in front of you. You barely manage to slip it over your face. With the oxygen from the mask, you slowly regain vision. You notice that the girl next to you has already passed out. You grab her mask and put it over her face. The roaring in your ears somehow gets even louder as you plummet to the ground. With a bone-shattering crash, you slam into the surface of the ocean. Upon impact, you slam your head into the seat in front of you. Your vision goes black. You wake up with a splitting headache. You feel your forehead and pull your fingers back to see the blood on your hands. Your whole body aches with pain as you unbuckle your seatbelt with shaking hands. The larger man has already managed to crawl out of his seat onto the aisle. He is on all fours, wheezing of air. The girl is still passed out in the seat next to you. You feel something cold at your feet. You look down to see water slowly rising around your ankles. You have to move quickly, but you can't just leave the girl, can you? Leave her. There's nothing you can do. Try to wake her up. We choose to wake her up. You shake the girl awake. She looks at you, confusion in her eyes. Suddenly remembering where she is, she jumps up. Eyes darting about. "Hey," you say. "We're alive, just calm down for a second." She begins to breathe quickly, not calming at all. You grab her shoulders. "Look at me. If we don't move, we both die." Something in her seems to understand, and she stops moving. You move into the aisle with the girl just behind you. Suddenly, 3 suitcases slip from the overhead bin onto the floor in front of you. You see some potential valuable items. Grab some supplies, or ignore it and move on. We choose to grab some supplies. You run to the luggage and find the backpack that looks like belongs to a camper. You search through the top pocket and immediately find some rope. With such a useful find so quickly, you're sure you can find more in the bag, but the water is rising. keep looking, or move on. We choose to keep looking. You keep rummaging through the luggage and find a few more useful things, such as a sleeping bag and a camp stove. But you've lost valuable time. You're now in meter-deep water and can barely wade forward. The plane suddenly lurches, and you and the girl are both sent sprawling to the back of the plane, tons of water falling you down. You have drowned. Well, okay, I haven't thought that I would have died so fast. I think I'm gonna restart this in a new episode. See you then, and till the next time.